Hello, SNA Assassinator. Sorry about that. It is cut off like just very quickly, even though I must have passed my limit. But I'm back here making a second clip of the SmackDown review video. We're gonna continue, but let's talk about the triple threat match. And yeah, this match with the Blue Ribbon of the night, maybe not the best part of the show, but still, it was very interesting to see which is a little bit of, I guess, a preview of what we're gonna be seeing, like whoever becomes the new women's United States champion. They're definitely gonna be they're definitely gonna be having some banger matches like they do in the women's mid card. Like if the men's mid card division is gonna be just as intriguing, that they're gonna try to match it with the women, but they're just gonna be killing it into their division. But this is where we got Michin try to go for a wheelbarrow flip, but this ends up getting intercepted by Piper when she tried to tip go. But it's where she try to go for a German suplex, but it's where we got her putting her right onto what's her name, to Lash Legend, which Michin kicks right into the face. It's where she snap flips her right into the bottom corner rope. This is where she goes for a basement crossbody. That's where Lash Legend came in and splashed right on top of her at the count of one when Jessica Carr tried to go for a count. That's where we got Lash Legend trying to pick up Piper, but Piper ends up intercepting her by hitting her with a headbutt, trying to body slam the bougie bully, but Lash Legend counters out of it. Is where then she pushes her right to the bottom corner rope. Then she tried to go for a body slam onto her or some kind of a power slam. But it's where we got Michin, me and him go for a missile drop kick. That's where we got Michin try to go for a sleeper onto Michin onto what's her name? This is where they try to go for a sleeper onto Lash Legend, but Lash Legend pushes her right to the bottom right side. This is where then we got her trying to go for a splash onto Michin, but Michin boots her right to the face. This is where we got the this is where we got That's where we got the HBIC then trying to go for the Hurricane Rana, which she did so onto what's her name, the Lash Legend. That's where she was on her mode and on the zone. That's where we got Michin going for a swift kick right to the head onto Piper. That's where we got what's her name, Michin there was playing a game of wrestling football, which that's a wrestling sport that I never thought that we would see in this business. But she kicked the field goal, made it go like see that the kick is good, but they're doing that gesture like it to the referee. Michin to try to go for like a springboard moonsault right onto both Lash and the Piper, knocking both of them out in the process. It's where the HBIC was like, that's why they call me that. But it's where Chelsea Green and try to distract her, but it's where luckily Michin have a backup, which was the former Hit Row member, what's her name? Be Fat. But yeah. Why you're making him into a trash bag mummy? But anyways, yeah, this is where we got. Yeah, you're like a man. This is where we got. But anyways, this is where we got. B-Fab came in. This is where I think her full-time partnership with the Street Profits was kind of semi over, I guess you could say. Like, I'm not sure what to put it, but yeah, that's the best way you could describe it as. But this is where we got what's her name? But that's where we got B-Fab chasing off Chelsea Green right into the top of the on the stage and start throwing fists right to each other, like if they're in the match, like them playing some wrestling tennis. That's where they took it right to the backstage area. Where Lash went, no, Trey. That's where we got Piper Nevins like, Chels, where y'all going? And then she turns around. She did not expect this from the bougie bully. Lash had to go for a pump right to the face. That's where we got her doing her taunting. That's where we got what happened like after the most powerful force of all of pro wrestling was on. Like when the commercial break is where it was who was in control? It was what's her name? It was was Lash Legend. I was amazed because normally it would be the complete opposite when commercial breaks was on. But this is where we got Piper Niven This is where we got Piper Niven. Don't mind my new hair. But, yeah, it needs to be due. But anyway, yeah, I'm starting to look like a pilgrim now. But anyways, and it looks like I'm about to get my hair cut. But anyways, assassinated. This is where we got Piper Niven was about to go for a move. So on to Last Legend. I see that. But this is where we got Chelsea Green that came. I'm not Chelsea. Michin to go for a sunset flip. Then she started going for punches, the knife edge chop onto Lash Legend until she started Irish whip to the right side. But this is where Lash Legend countered through her instead. Is where we got Michin and try to go for a crossbody. Lash caught her. This is where she spin her around, hit her with a Uranagi backbreaker right onto the lower back of the HBIC. This is where then we got the Scottish Bulldozer. Then turned the Bougie Bully around, go for a elbow strike, send her right to the upper right side. Is where she did try to go. This is where we got Piper try to go for a splash, but nobody was home because we saw Last Legend went for the back door. This is where she grabbed her with the right hand. She did try to go for a choke slam onto Piper Niven, which I was shocked that she managed to do so to the Scottish Bulldozer, but this is where once you try to go for a pin, Piper still kicked out at 2.6. This is where the last one tried to go for her again, but this is where Jessica Carter kicked out. This is where she was getting more and more frustrated when it was not successful to hit the choke slam. That's where she ends up trying to go for like a choke slam onto the meat chin. This is where like it was not a. This is where it was not a guarantee because she tried to go for the first. I mean, she went for the first time, but she does not strike twice the second time. But this is where she ended up power bombing Michin though at the same time. Try to go for a pin, but this ended up being a kick out as well at 2.8. This is where last was like I need to drum up a finish right now, like so I can face either Naomi or Tiffany Stratton or who's the other? Well, Electra Lopez, whoever's gonna be qualified as the other side on the other side with her in the semifinal match. But before she can even think more of it, this is where Piper Niven came out of nowhere more than the RKO with a running senton, like right out of nowhere. Yeah, like I said, like this both not only hitting Last Legend, but both Michin as well. Like in the same time, is where she sent Michin right to the bottom left side turnbuckle. This is where they try to splash on her. Michin boots her right to the face. This is where she went right onto the middle rope after she did. This is where she tried to go for a dive. This is where she hits a right hand right into the face. This is where we got Piper Niven going right up on the middle road. This is where Piper Niven tried to go for like a Samoan drop or something like that. This is where Michin didn't try to encounter out of the Piper driver. But this is where we got a Last Legend then coming now, trying to help her out. But this is where this is where like, okay. But this is where we got Piper Niven. Yeah, you can go and ask and see like if it'll be okay. But anyway, this is where we got Piper Niven, then hits a headbutt right onto Last Legend once open it. Okay.
And then tie it up. Don't tie my up. Can you tie mine up?
Okay.
What was it?
This is where we got Piper Niven in the head, but on to Last Legend. Yeah.
No. Yeah, that's right. And I had that one. Dude, no!
Okay. How we're gonna be settle this? Where's the ones you got, Birdie? But anyway, this is where we got Piper Niven try to go for a senton off the middle ropes. This is where we got Last Legend moving out of the way. This is where Last Legend then try to hit the last extension. I believe that's what that's the name of her move. The last extension. Yeah, that'll be a great idea because that's very funny. Like, why the hell you took off your shoe? Why the hell you just like a chicken? But anyways, this is where we got, yeah. This is where Me Chin didn't intercept what's her name's pass legend. This is where she hit the senton onto her. This is where we got Piper Niven took advantage of the moment, went for the pin. She got into the 3, and she's about to head into the semifinals. And what was your thoughts on this match? Let me know in the comments. Do you think this was like at least the third or fourth place, the third or the second place spot, like if not the first place? Like I made a huge blunder here, or do you agree with the fourth place compared to the other matches? Let me know in the comments down below. But it still was pretty good, very interesting, and it continued. But yeah, this. Me Chin, got the win, and it's showing what's to come in this future females mid card division in WWE, and I hope the women's division and on Raw will be the same, with them having the likes of Dakota Kai, Shayna Baszler, Io Sky, and others that's going to be and even Ivy now that's going to be competing, and maybe Zelina Vega to compete in this women's intercontinental championship tournament. But this is where we got Me Chin. It was I'm just a couple wins away from being a new champion. And I think that she will be in the finals, but only just coming up short. And I think she'll be beating Tiffany Stratton in that semifinal. They're going to proclaim it with Tiffany Stratton probably beating Naomi and Letra Lopez. However, I think she's gonna face Me Chin, but come up short, maybe in a screwy fashion, probably some interference, whether if it's from Bayley or Candice LeRae or whoever she's gonna be beefing with in SmackDown after the War Games, in the next week or two. And this is where we could see Me Chin then finally get a win, and this is where it could be. It's gonna be Me Chin and Chelsea Green at Saturday night's main event, just giving something, give some kind of excitement to the fans that's gonna be watching and tuning in on the NBC show. And who do you think is gonna win that match? Which I'm sorry for Me Chin, but I'm about to give the Chelsea Green. Getting the win, even if there is outside interferences, I still think it's still going to be a match. She's going to find a way that she is going to be getting the upper advantage to get the 1, 2, 3, and be their new walking out of New York as your new United States champion. Yeah, it's the residential Karen. But next up, we got main event Jay Uso taking on Jacob Fatu, who whoever wins this match will indeed gonna be getting the advantage, the numbers advantage, who's gonna be coming out at 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 rather than 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 of the advantage of War Games. But that's where we got LA Knight was still getting his eyes wiped from the stingy poison fiery mist that Shinsuke Nakamura spat in his eyes. This is where we got Byron Saxton and trying to interview him and trying to clearly we saw you get misted by Shinsuke Nakamura, but how to bounce back from this, from the setback of you getting misted by Shinsuke, where Shinsuke let's talk about that, Byron, let's talk about this right here, right now. I've been trying to get you work. I can barely see anything at this point. Everything I see is in a darker shade of light in this room. I can roughly see anything. Let's talk about this guy. Let's talk about the King of Strong Style, or the War Samurai, or the Japanese tree frog, or whatever I want to call him at this point. All of a sudden, we got. All of a sudden, he got a problem with me. Ever since he's been back here in WWE, and maybe he should have a problem with me. At this point, here's the problem. He's going to be having a real big problem. Here's the thing. Like I've been in survival mode. I've been living, breathing. Like in the survival. I said, no, no, no. Like I'm gonna walk in there and I'm gonna thrive. Like I'm gonna remain to be the United States champion. Yeah, that's exactly who I am. Like that's exactly what I do. Like so, let me tell you one thing. Like I'm not gonna leave. I'm not deciding not. Like I'm not gonna be deciding not to go to survival shit. Nah. Like yeah. Like I'm gonna be right there, like, and I'm gonna look dead in your eyes, Shinsuke, and I'm gonna look. Whether if it's bloodshot or not, I'm gonna drop you on your head with the hard way, with the BFT, and I'm gonna make everybody be saying, well, not making it by foot, but I'm gonna have everybody saying my name, and that is LA Knight, and this way yell out, yeah, right onto the microphone. This word, then they continue to get his eyeballs like cleaned out, like and unmissed. And this word LA Knight was like, yeah. And after this, I'm gonna have to what's it called? I'm gonna have to shower. This is where we got main event Jey Uso ready for his match, like with him and Gorilla alongside Sami Zayn and Jimmy Uso, and because Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman and CM Punk were in another room, like in a little meeting room, while Nicholas Aldis was wishing main event Jey Uso the best of luck. With Jey Uso wearing his pretty cool red Yeet glasses that look similar to his blue ones. Like, but he wears the opposite colors. Like if he's on SmackDown, he's wearing red, and then if he's on Raw, he's wearing blue. He just wearing. Then he went out there and took on his cousin that he just cannot stand him staring at him those sideways in the wrong way. This match was totally the match of the night at the Golden Trophy of the night. Yeah. Like, I hope that we do see these guys fight each other again, but this time with some championship gold or some higher stakes, rather than just being an advantage match for War Games. But this is where we got, we do get this match. Yeah, this one start things off with Jacob and Jay, like, then start going for what's that called? Grab is where we got Jey Uso. It pushes Jacob right to the upper right side. But this is where the tables are turned when Jacob Fatu pushes Jay right to the upper right side. Is where the referee's like, all right, 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is where then Jacob Fatu shot some at him. He was like, you know, like, look at me. Well, look at me now. This is where he shoved at him and shot it at him. He was like, if you have a problem, then do something about it. That's where he shot it right to Jey Uso. Jey Uso then was like, with pleasure, with right hands right to the face of the Samoan werewolf, the main event Heat Master, and let the werewolf have it. But until once he got him in the headlock, which was probably a massive mistake of main event Jey Uso, because his werewolf cousin picks him right up, like he was about to back suplex him, but he pushes him right to the left side. He slide ducks this word, and Jey Uso runs to the right side. He gets shoulder tackled by what's his name, main event Jey Uso. This is where we got Jacob Fatu's like, yeah, and this is where he did like the praying emotions, like if he's praying to his tribal chief, the new tribal chief Sol Sikoa, which I understand why is he treating him like if he's God, which that does not make any sense. But this is where we got Jacob Fatu and run right to the right side. He was like, and this word then he tried to tell Jey Uso to get right back up. That's where then he hits him face first, right to the bottom right side, just repeatedly hitting him right to there, and then follow that up with some stomps right to the midsection. This is where the referee's like, all right, that's enough. Like, stop it. 1, 2, 3. This is where Jacob Fatu told him to shut up. He was like, shut up. Like, I don't need you to tell me what to do. And this is where the referee's like, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just telling you to stop, or else you will lose this match. And again, if you lose, then that means that your team is going to be getting the disadvantage at 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. But luckily, Jey Uso stopped, and he did it. This is where then he went for the headbutt of Jey Uso. This is where then he But this is where it got him right up. But this is where Jey Uso just start fighting back, start hitting some yeet right hands, like if he's his other cousin, the final boss, I guess you could say. But it's where he closed on him from the top corner side. But he went right to the right side. This is where Jey Uso went to the left. This is where then we got Jey Uso then going for a suicide dive onto Jacob Fatu. But unfortunately, Jacob Fatu caught him and he hit him face first right on the rear of the ring post. Then he got Jacob Fatu to threw him right onto the announce table. This kind of gave me some flashbacks when another wrestler that's on SmackDown did this to their opponent, like that used to been on WWE back like 8 years ago. Like, well, they were still in WWE even recently, like a couple years ago. But I'm not going to get into that at this time. But this is where Jacob Fatu's like, "We the ones," and this is where they got him right back in the ring. Once the average was off, when the most powerful force in all of professional wrestling came on. This is where we got what happened next? It was Jacob Fatu then going for headbutts and then start stomping, start beating him up like in a disadvantaged manner onto his cousin Jay. And this is where then he grab onto his Yeet mastering cousin, start squeezing his shoulder, headbutting him. This is where then he try to go for a Samoan drop onto Jey Uso. This is where then Jey Uso flip right out of it. This is where he pushes him right into the upper left side, hitting his shoulder right onto the ring post. This is where then Jey Uso's like, "What day is it?" Like if I didn't know better, I think it's Friday, and this is where again, after nearly being fainting with exhaustion, this is where we got Jacob Fatu trying to get out of that corner, try to spear him right to the other corner diagonal from where they were at, but this is where he ends up getting hit with the shoulder over there again, like if he's Britney Spears, like with a beard and dreadlocks, I guess you could say, with Michael Cole pointing out that he got hit in the shoulder yet again. This is where we got main event Jey Uso, then start hitting some yeet punches after blocking a blow of what Jacob Fatu was trying to hit onto him. This is where fans are chanting like, "Yeet, yeet, yeet." And that's where they start hitting some right hands like, "Yeet, yeet, yeet." And this is where fans start chanting along with him, along with the hand spitting uppercut that he hit, like if he's his cousin, the people's champ, or no, the final boss. Now that he's a heel, of course. But this is where then he didn't hit his running hip attack after doing a yeet wave, like yeet, 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 like and stuff like that. This is where then he hits the running hip attack. Try to go for a pinfall, but he only got a 2.9 count, which Jey Uso was very frustrated. He was like, "That should have been it." Like, what the hell? This is where, even though that was a signature maneuver, he thought that was going to be it because it looks like more powerful, like a finishing maneuver. This is where Jey Uso then try to go over the middle rope. Jacob Fatu trying to go for an avalanche maneuver, but he ends up getting denied. This is where we got Jey Uso trying to go for a crossbody, but this is where we got Jacob Fatu spin him around to a Uranagi slam. This is where we got Jacob Fatu then going for top corner rope. This is where springboards right to the bottom. Then follow that up with a moonsault. This is where with that agility, he hit him hard. This is where he tried to go for a pin. But this is where we got main event Jey Uso got the left shoulder up at 2.7. But this is where we got Jacob Fatu then to try to see what move does she hit him next. That's where then he threw Jey Uso on the left side, hit a pop-up Samoan drop right into the middle of the ring, which I assume that was the Usos' former finishing maneuver like 10 years ago, like in 2014. Yeah, because they used to win with that maneuver back in that day, but along with the Uso splash, that's where he tried to go for a pin on the Jey Uso, but Jey Uso still stays in it at 2.8. With Jacob Fatu's like, there's no way in hell he kicked out of that, but I was like, oh yeah, yes he did. But this is where we're trying to go for go up on the top rope, right into the corner. This is where I believe Jacob Fatu was trying to go for a diving splash onto his cousin Jey Uso. But this is where we got Jey Uso fans supporting him, gave him enough power to move out of the way. No, it was a swanton bomb that he did to try to go for a main event Jey Uso. This is where we got And if Jey Uso go for a spear right onto Jacob Fatu, this is where he goes up right on the top rope, try to go for an Uso splash right off the top. This is where then he goes like splashing right onto the werewolf. This will try to go for a pin. This is where he almost got a 3, but Jacob got the left shoulder up at 2.99999999999999 minus 0.1 away from being 3. This is where fans are chanting, "This is awesome!" repeatedly. This is where I totally agree. I was like, "Yeah, this definitely, yeah." Yeah, this is a totally awesome match. That's why he's getting the golden trophy. And then this is where then Jey Uso then suicide dive. What's his name? Jacob Fatu right onto Allen, the announce table over the right to the top. This is where fans are chanting yeet, 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 yeet more quicker than ever. This is where then we got Jey Uso and took the announce table sign and the little monitors off, so he can give enough room for to put Jacob Fatu on to the top of the table, so he get his Uso splash on. But that's where we got Jacob Fatu caught him and super kicked him out of nowhere. Jacob Fatu put him right onto the top turnbuckle. This is where Jacob Fatu went right back in the ring. This is where we got But this was like, nah, like I think I should do it back in the ring. This is where we got, yeah. But no, wait, he hit. It was a Samoan drop right onto the announce table. I was surprised that it did not explode. Like maybe it's because he didn't jump right per se, like right on the top rope and making it go right through. But it's where we got Jacob Fatu threw Jey Uso back in the ring. It's a triple stepping moonsault that he normally do to get the 1, 2, 3. Help the new bloodline getting the advantage of tomorrow night's War Games match. And I was thinking, like, yeah, we're definitely gonna be seeing the OG bloodline are probably gonna be getting the upper hands, like on the pay-per-view, because he got the upper hand tonight and won the match. So, and normally, like when a heel gets the advantage onto a War Games match, they normally lose in the pay-per-view. But it's just why don't you see like what happened last year against the Judgment Day, for an example. And I mean, sometimes it happens with babyface. If the babyface get the advantage, like then it's the opposite, but the heels are going to be winning. I got down overall. Maybe half stars, why not? It was most of the things that have been like it had me entertained, had me intrigued. Even with the future feud, like a tease of a future feud between CM Punk and Roman Reigns, like with. And then, like, it looked like that we could see, like, Paul Heyman could turn on Roman Reigns, but yeah, I'm just gonna have to wait until the next couple of weeks, like, what to expect, like, and see, like, is there gonna be plenty of more teasers like this, like, where this came from the wise man himself? Well, we're just gonna have to, yeah. We're just gonna have to keep speculating and just keep watching in the next few weeks to see, like, if what's gonna be the what's gonna be the payout of this tease, like of Paul Heyman making it look like that he could potentially could betray Roman Reigns in the down the lines, like the way that they've been showing it from the last. But I'm gonna get into predictions. Like, well, any further delays, I'm gonna start off with LA Knight taking on Shinsuke Nakamura. And I like how WWE are starting to book Shinsuke Nakamura. And I believe this is gonna be a much better version of Shinsuke Nakamura than he originally was when he got called up to the main roster. This will actually be a Shinsuke Nakamura that's gonna be worth watching. He's gonna actually be winning more of his matches, and it's not gonna be like when he turned heel the first time when he was keep punching AJ Styles right into the family jewels, and he did to the likes of what's his name, Jeff Hardy, and who's the other guy, Ty Dillinger, which he's now known as Sean Spears, and other guys that was on the show. I think this is gonna be a better Shinsuke Nakamura that's actually gonna be worth watching. He's gonna be winning championship gold. That's gonna be seeing him defending that title more often and not like every other month or every other time out of the year, I should say. Yeah. But yeah, like we're gonna probably see some very cool and great January of this year, end of this year to April of 2025, like in the next 4 months. So we're So it's gonna be definitely not gonna be Sheamus at this time. But and even though like WWE trying to book Ludwig Kaiser to be a single star, like with him like in this alliance with Gunther, but like them teasing a feud. I think it's gonna. Unfortunately for Ludwig, I don't think he's gonna be any lucky to score a win right here. So he's gonna probably be the one that's gonna be taking the pinfall with Braun Breaker going for a spear at the end. Even though it's gonna be a dogfight with them going back and forth, hitting each other's move, but they're gonna be instantly getting screwed out of by the other opponent. That when they're trying to pin one down. Like they'll probably have gotten away with if it wasn't for a certain meddling arch rival of theirs. And then this is where we can see. And this is where we can see but Braun Breaker could see like Ludwig Kaiser could almost be on his way of winning by intercepting out of Sheamus's bro kick into a step up Insigiri. This is where we can see Braun Breaker go for a spear out of nowhere, and then pinning them 1, 2, 3, and then like not only that they took care of Ludwig Kaiser out of the way, not only they take care of the Ludwig Kaiser problem, but also they can continue to feud with these guys without like anybody say buried here. And then this is where we can see Ludwig Kaiser could continue to be in a feud with somebody in the somebody else in the mid card, which I'm not sure who it is in particular right now. But I think they could go back and tease a feud with Gunther, like with Ludwig Kaiser could be the one that could cost Gunther to be World Heavyweight Champion by helping out either CM Punk or Seth Rollins getting the World Championship, and they could fight each other at WrestleMania 41 main eventing. If not, like John Cena fighting one of them. Like, and if John Cena is fighting for World Champion, let's hope it's gonna be against CM Punk. Just saying, yeah. But my final prediction: Braun Breaker retains and still be the Intercontinental Champion. Moving on, we got the World Heavyweight Championship between Damian Priest and Gunther, and Gunther and WWE did a pretty good job making Damian Priest look strong here, given the fact that he might not be winning here. But if he is winning, I'm like, on Gunther's perspective, what was the whole flubbing point of him being world champion? Like, if he's going to be losing just to Damian Priest, like, if he's not going to be getting no momentum out of it. But I think Damian Priest will have his number. Look like he's about to have his number. But even for, I'll say, maybe like we could be seeing the Judgment Day could interfere. But then again, like I'm not sure like if that will be the case, but I'm gonna have to rule out the Judgment Day at this point. But I'm probably gonna jinx that because like Finn Balor and the rest of the group could distract Damian Priest, and then this where they could be on the apron. Damian Priest will be knocking them out one by one, only to see Gunther hitting a missile dropkick or a knife edge chop out of nowhere more than an RKO. Then follow that up with a Gunther bomb. But I think Gunther's going to be beating them all by himself, which we'll give him credit for that, and be the better man of this match. Even for Damian Priest to be so close, but Gunther could find his confidence again, and then he could find an MP meter, and installing on himself, kicking out 2.999 in the process. Whether if it's a South of Heaven's choke slam or Razor's Edge, he could kick out of that, and then this is where we can see. And this is where we can see Damian Priest could try to go for a clothesline, but Damian Priest will be caught by a knife edge chop out of nowhere, a missile drop kick. Gunther hits a Gunther bomb, knocks him out. 1, 2, 3. My final prediction is going to be on Gunther retaining the World Heavyweight Championship. Now we got the Women's War Games match between Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Naomi, and Bayley, $1 Million Bayley, taking on Women's Champion Nia Jax, Women's World Champion Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Miss Money in the Bank, Tiffany Stratton, and Candice LeRae. And some might say that it could be the baby faces that could win, but if it's not like if it's not like with if they don't, but that's only if drama don't occur. That's the only way I can see them winning at this point. Like, not trying to doubt on the baby faces. It's just that we have some story to tell where who attacked Jade Cargill. And some might say it could be like Naomi that could reveal herself by attacking Bianca Belair. But I don't think that's the case at all. Like I think that's gonna be like a different story. With somebody else attacking Jay Cargill, but we're not gonna figure that out yet. That's gonna still be a cliffhanger, but that's probably gonna be for the best. And I think that we could see like Bailey and Bianca Belair gonna go at it and start arguing about who's gonna be taking out Nia Jax first. And then this is where they start making it more personal by saying, with Bianca Belair's like, I didn't wanted you to be in my team in the first place. I don't understand why I agreed for you to be Jade's replacement if you're not gonna be a help or whatever. This is where we start shoving each other with the other teammates are going to be like trying to break it up, trying to be the peacemaker, but only for the heels to take this as their advantage. This is where we can see like them attack them from behind at the end of the match after they're like a pinch away from beating the heels, like with Bianca Belair trying to go for a KOD onto Nia Jax, or even Bailey going for a Bailey to belly. Only for them to go for an argument like over for something way too minor, which be some way unnecessary for them that they shouldn't be arguing in the first place. But this is where they end up doing so. This is where we can see or even Nia Jackson take both of them and attack both of them and take both of them, like knocking either Bailey onto Bianca or vice versa, and then double Samoa drop them, and then probably do a double annihilator on both of them. But either way, my final prediction goes to the heels of Nia Jax and the winner of Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, Liv Morgan, Candice LeRae, and Raquel Rodriguez. And finally, we got the main event, like War Games match in the men's side of things, and that is the OG Bloodline against the New Bloodline. And some might say that about like we can see a portrayal right here with CM Punk against Roman Reigns, like with him like revealing that like it was all just a setup all along, like, and he wasn't really helping out Roman Reigns, or Paul Heyman wasn't helping out Paul. It was he was working for CM Punk the whole time, and they wanted to see him they don't want them to figure that out until the day of the pay-per-view or whatever. Yeah. Like it turns out that he's really a snake, and he's a guy that you should not be trusting. Is where we could, but I don't think that's going to be happening, at least not just yet. That's going to be after this showdown against the New Bloodline. I think they're going to put their differences aside and only just take care of what's in front of them, and then they can worry about each other later and worry about Paul Heyman, like on whose side is he on? Is he on the Roman side or Chick Magnet Punk side? They're gonna be worried about about that later, but they're gonna be worrying about we're gonna be seeing them like just taking care of this. Where Souls Sikoa I think we can see Solo Sikoa think he's gonna have the upper hand, like trying to spike Roman Reigns, which he could do so like that, but amazingly, we can see Roman Reigns could kick out of it or something like that, or even see a Punk coming for the save. This is where we can see each member beating the heel with their move, like with the Usos with the super kick, like they did when it was a 5-on-5 showdown at the end. And CM Punk with the Helluva kick, Usos doing the Uso splash on the Tongans. Sami Zayn hit the Helluva kick onto Bronson Reed, while CM Punk hits the GTS onto Jacob Fatu, while Roman Reigns will probably stare at. It'll probably be like similar to what they did to the Tongans, but this time will be with Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. But Roman Reigns Superman punch Solo, spears him, while CM Punk goes for a GTS onto Jacob Fatu at the same time. It probably will pin both men at the same time for the 1, 2, 3. And my final prediction, is gonna be on the OG Bloodline, with Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Sami Zayn, and the Usos. And who do you predict that's gonna be winning on tomorrow night's pay-per-view premium live of WWE Survivor Series 2024 War Games in Vancouver, British Columbia? Let me know down in the comment section right down below. Just throw it right down below. But I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and if so, please make sure to hit the big thumbs up button. Consider hitting subscribe and the post notification bell for more SNA content. And And also, and it's very weird to not make a review. It's very rare for me to only make a SmackDown review video without making a Rampage one. And I won't be making one until tomorrow night, like right before I make the WWE Survivor Series War Games review. So make sure to check that all out tomorrow night when I make those review. And also my AEW Collision review video, which the Continental Classic tournament is going to continue with Will Ospreay taking on another match that's going to be on the card. Well, I'm probably going to remember it like later on, but all I know is the Continental Classics. But yeah, make sure to check out all those review videos I will be making, back to back, like for Rampage, Collision, and War Games Survivor Series, or whatever you want to call it. But this is but that'll be it for tonight, and I hope you Assassinators will have a fun and safe rest of your Friday night, and I'll see you all in the next video with some more SNA content. Until me, Austin, out of here. Bye-bye, my Assassinators. Y'all take care and have a magnificently great Friday night, and I'll see you guys soon on the next videos. So y'all take care for now, and see you guys again. Bye-bye. And happy late Thanksgiving as well, and happy holidays and Merry Christmas.